This is a great exercise to work on strengthening your hip flexors. Now, a lot of times, especially for dancers or for a lot of people, we feel tightness in those muscles, but it's interesting, our body sometimes perceives tightness when it's actually an indication of weakness of those muscles. This is a great way to work on strengthening it. We're going to show you a few variations as well. No matter what, I want to have something as a target. It could be a weight, it could be a water bottle, a book, whatever you'd like to use. I'm going to use a kettlebell just because it's something that I have handy. Now, the easiest version of this, you can be lying completely flat on your back. I'm going to have myself propped up on my elbows, but I'm going to have that weight just on the outside of my leg. My other knee is going to be bent just to kind of lock in my back position a little bit. And then I'm going to lift up and over, clearing my obstacle, and then coming back in. Right now I'm being very deliberate, trying to have a parallel leg. It does not matter if that foot is pointed or not. I'm just focusing on hip motion here. If that's feeling pretty easy and like I have enough range of motion, I can start to come up higher. So I might be up on my hands like so, still doing that exercise. As long as I have good availability of length in my hamstrings, I can come up ideally to a fully upright posture, hugging this knee in towards my chest to keep me really nice and upright in my back so I'm not tempted to slouch back like this. And then still here, I'm going to lift up and over and come back down. And I want to make sure it's a very deliberate up and I'm not throwing my leg up and over that target. I'm going to mostly focus in that parallel position, but I can also work it in a turned out position. I can also have multiple targets or move my target. So for example, instead of it being right in front of me, now it's at about a 45-degree angle, and then I'm going to do my lift here. I can do this as far out towards the side as I want. Now that said, I typically find that once we get, maybe to about 75 degrees out from center, not completely out to the side, that's where it gets a lot harder to get those hip flexors to activate. They're just not built to work in that extreme range of motion. But go as far out as you can comfortably control without feeling like you're tipping all over the place, clearing those obstacles and coming back in. Great for exercising the hip flexor muscles at the front of your hip.